will start here at the 25. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
And this pass broken up. And the contact way of time there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
This is taken at the 18.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. He could only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Throwing is Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Rodgers going to throw. Try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. They go back to the ground with Sanders.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Hurts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. Oh, there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis.
And he is going to have a Packers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
And again, it's Rodgers. He's got Lewis. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Rodgers.
Well, that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now this is fielded in the end zone.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this doesn't quite work out as well as planned. They'll forfeit a few yards as he's tackled just past the 15.
A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return comes Cobb.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Open man, here is Cobb. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, here's Jones. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And this is caught by Watkins.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
To throw is Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones
from 6 yards away.
And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, back to Sanders. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Up the middle they go with Sanders.
87 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
59 mark, check, 59. So we got man.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Buffalo 18.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers.
Now swing pass for Dillon. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On second down, Dillon.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Rodgers got to have this one.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Rodgers to throw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Rodgers will throw for it. It's complete. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses,